During Hollywood's golden age, allure and secrecy danced together like forbidden lovers. Behind the velvet curtains of the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, when gender roles were carved in stone, whispers echoed through studio lots about stars living extraordinary double lives. In December 1952, Christine Jorgensen's front-page transformation from veteran to blonde beauty stunned America, opening eyes to possibilities that had existed only in shadows. Her journey sparked a haunting question that would follow Hollywood for decades. If one person could reinvent themselves so completely, who else might be hiding similar secrets? Tonight, we explore 10 legendary figures whose androgynous beauty, mysterious pasts, and defiant choices sparked speculation that continues captivating audiences today. Subscribe now to uncover Hollywood's most closely guarded secrets. Christine Jorgensen, the pioneer who changed everything. Christine Jorgensen didn't just transition, she transformed an entire nation's understanding of gender. Born George Jorgensen Jr. in the Bronx, she was a shy military veteran who traveled to Denmark in 1951 for pioneering gender reassignment surgery. When she returned to New York in 1953, reporters bypassed Danish royalty to capture her image. The New York Daily News proclaimed, "Veteran becomes blonde beauty," instantly making her a sensation. Christine became a nightclub singer and actress, using fame to advocate for transgender rights. During one performance, she joked, "Remember, I didn't cut anything off," showcasing her captivating humor. Her success sparked industry paranoia. Film studios quietly reviewed talent rosters, wondering if any stars harbored similar secrets. Christine faced invasive questions but maintained grace, explaining she'd always felt alienated and wanted her body to align with her true identity. Her courage opened America's eyes, leaving Hollywood wondering how many other hidden transformations existed behind the glittering facade. April Ashley, the socialite's secret scandal. April Ashley embodied 1960s high society elegance, a stunning model who mingled with royalty and wore haute couture like armor. Yet beneath the aristocratic facade lay carefully hidden truth. She had been born George Jameson in working-class Liverpool. As George, April served in the Merchant Navy and endured shock therapy attempting to feel normal. Nothing worked. In 1960, at 25, she courageously traveled to Casablanca for gender reassignment surgery, becoming one of Britain's first to undergo the procedure. "Finally, I will truly be a woman both inside and out," she declared. Reborn with dark hair and aristocratic features, April became a London fashion model admired by photographers like David Bailey. She married Arthur Corbett, nearly becoming a countess. But in 1961, an envious friend sold her story to tabloids for $5. Headlines screamed about the alluring model born a man. Her film role was cut, contracts vanished, and high society abandoned her. Despite devastation, April remained resilient, later becoming honored as a transgender icon. Candy Darling, the underground goddess. Candy Darling possessed ethereal beauty, evoking Jean Harlow and Kim Novak's glamour. But Candy wasn't a studio creation. She was self-made, born James Slattery in 1944 on Long Island. Growing up obsessed with classic films, Candy spent hours mimicking glamorous actresses, dreaming of escaping into their world. As a teenager, she transitioned, reinventing herself with platinum blonde hair, soft voice, and a sweet name reflecting her true essence. She became a standout in Andy Warhol's artistic circle, starring in provocative films like Flesh and Women in Revolt. Audiences were captivated and perplexed. Some whispered, "That's a man," while others insisted, "She's a real woman, a star." Warhol offered no explanation. The ambiguity was part of her allure. Lou Reed immortalized her in Walk on the Wild Side, boldly capturing her transition journey. Living openly when gender differences were rarely discussed, Candy faced immense risks. Mainstream Hollywood didn't welcome someone like her, so she became a downtown legend, Tragically, she died from lymphoma in 1974 at 29. Coccinelle. Paris's cabaret revolution. Born Jacques Dufresnoy in 1931, Coccinelle knew from age 4 that she was truly a girl, though no one could see it. In 1950s, Paris's vibrant cabaret scene, Jacques blossomed into Jacqueline, adopting the stage name Coccinelle after wearing a red and black polka-dotted dress to a party. She became a dancer at the famous Carrousel de Paris, standing out among a troupe of alluring transgender performers. Audiences were captivated by her beauty and voice, unaware or perhaps titillated by her assigned birth gender. In 1958, Coccinelle traveled to Casablanca for gender reassignment surgery, becoming the first French person widely known to undergo such procedures. "Finally, I would truly be a woman, perfectly harmonious inside and out," she recalled joyfully. The doctor corrected nature's mistake. Rather than hiding her transition, Coccinelle made it part of her allure. She returned to performing with greater success, dyeing her hair platinum blonde and venturing into cinema. In 1960, she married a French journalist in a church wedding, the first known transgender woman in Europe to have a religious ceremony, sparking headlines across the continent. Katherine Hepburn, Hollywood's secret gentleman. Katherine Hepburn broke Hollywood's rules with regal cheekbones, sharp intelligence, and outspoken personality that defied conventional femininity. She wore pants both on and off screen, a simple choice causing 1930s scandals. Her androgynous style sparked countless speculations about her gender and sexuality. Hepburn wore her hair short, avoided makeup, and spoke with straightforward Yankee drawl. The box office failure of Sylvia Scarlett increased speculation. Gossip columns whispered that Katherine was unnatural, a term implying oddness or nonconformity. Fascinatingly, Hepburn expressed masculine identity throughout her life. She called herself Jimmy since teenage years and often used male pronouns in conversation. According to biographer William Mann, she felt more comfortable living as a boy, often thinking of herself as a man. Friends remembered that while other girls outgrew their tomboy phase, Kate didn't. She'd say, "I'm the man of the family," reflecting how she embraced masculine persona. When Louis B. Mayer locked her trousers away, Hepburn walked around in underwear until they were returned. Greta Garbo, the Swedish Sphinx. "I want to be alone," famously declared Greta Garbo's character, and in real life she lived by this motto, shrouded in mystery. This Swedish star possessed supernatural androgynous beauty that captivated the world. Tall with square jaw and deep husky voice, Garbo didn't fit the mold of petite, delicate actresses. On screen, she embodied intense femininity laced with masculine energy. Off-screen, she wore trousers, buttoned shirts, and loafers. Her wardrobe was filled with masculine suits, shirts, and ties. She referred to herself using masculine terms, jokingly signing letters as the bearded guy and calling herself the guy to friends. In the rigidly gendered 1930s, this behavior was almost defiant. Garbo never married, had no children, and kept intimate relationships private, later revealing passionate affairs with women. Writer Gore Vidal remarked, "She's androgynous, which is both fascinating and unsettling." To a public accustomed to traditional female stars, Garbo's gender ambiguity was both alluring and disruptive, sparking endless speculation about her true nature. Marlene Dietrich, the gentleman in sequins. When Marlene Dietrich stepped onto the stage in a white tuxedo and top hat in Morocco, 1930, kissing a woman, she shattered Hollywood's gender norms in a single moment. The audience was stunned, and an androgynous icon was born. Dietrich delighted in blurring boundaries, crafting an image of a seductive, masculine queen. She once joked, "In my soul, I am a gentleman." Her playful ambiguity sparked rumors. Film studios called it European sophistication, but conservative whispers went further. wondering if Dietrich could actually be a man in disguise. In 1933, she made headlines wearing a tailored men's suit while traveling. Paris threatened to arrest her for wearing trousers due to old laws banning women from male clothing. Dietrich ignored warnings, strutting through Paris in her bespoke suit, causing sensations. Throughout the 1930s, her style remained consistently androgynous. She attended Hollywood parties in tuxedos, hair slicked back, exuding masculine confidence. Yet moments later, she could don a feathered gown and embody seductive femininity. Dietrich openly embraced bisexuality, enjoying keeping audiences guessing about her true nature. Joan Crawford, the self-made mystery. Joan Crawford's sharp, striking eyes and fierce ambition made her one of Hollywood's leading actresses. But these very traits, commanding presence, athletic build, and unwillingness to stand behind any man, fueled sensational decades-long rumors. In an industry celebrating gentle femininity, Crawford was something else, strong, audacious, and meticulously controlling her image. Perhaps too meticulously, some speculated. Was her tight control over every photo detail a way of hiding a bigger secret? While far-fetched, Hollywood's gossip network whispered that Joan Crawford might have been born male and reinvented herself. Joan's past was shrouded in mystery. She claimed a younger birth date and presented herself as a noble Southern belle. Born Lucille LeSueur in Texas, she had a difficult childhood. During her dancing days, she occasionally performed in male disguise, a detail later seized upon by conspiracy theorists. Studios changed her name to Joan Crawford, burying her early male drag performances. She never completely shed tomboy traits, loving weightlifting and taking roles showcasing physical strength. With square jaw and broad shoulders, costume designers used padded shoulders, which ironically made some suspect attempts to conceal masculine features. Barbara Stanwyck, the honorary tomboy. No one dared challenge Barbara Stanwyck. On screen, she could convincingly play seductive femme fatales or strong farm women with equal skill. Off-screen, her straightforward, no-nonsense personality earned her the nickname Missy among friends, an honorary tomboy title. In an era of extravagance, Stanwyck chose minimalist style, tailored suits, little flash, and confident stride. She performed her own stunts and possessed a husky, authoritative voice. Naturally, Hollywood whispered speculations about this self-made woman. Could Barbara Stanwyck have started life as a man? She was another star without biological children who kept her personal life incredibly private. Born Ruby Stevens in Brooklyn, she was orphaned young and raised in foster homes. From the start, she was strong and independent, becoming a dancer at 15. During her teenage Broadway years, she mingled with gay artists and learned the art of disguise. One anecdote tells of Ruby dressing as a boy to sneak into speakeasies without harassment. By the time Hollywood called, she had the toughness of someone who'd endured much. Studios renamed her Barbara Stanwyck, but couldn't erase her rough edges. Tallulah Bankhead, the untamed rebel. Tallulah Bankhead's name evokes images of decadence and reckless freedom. The Alabama-born actress with her whiskey-soaked voice became notorious for partying, bold one-liners, and openness about sex. During Hollywood's golden years, she publicly embraced bisexuality without shame, boasting about seducing both men and women with raspy laughter. She would attend formal events in tailored suits one day, then wear satin dresses without underwear the next. Naturally, whispers spread about this untamed star. Some believed that a wild, unbound soul like hers could not possibly be a real woman. In conservative 1930s, Bankhead was a whirlwind of rebellion. She smoked cigars, swore like a sailor, and famously declared, "I'm as pure as the driven snow, just a little dirty." Her raspy, deep voice led one critic to joke that she sounded like a man pretending to be a woman. On stage, she wasn't afraid of gender-bending roles. In London's 1920s theater scene, she occasionally performed in drag during nightclub acts for fun. Tallulah once threw a notorious party where all guests had to cross-dress, including herself. These 10 figures represent more than Hollywood curiosities. They embody the complex relationship between identity, performance, and survival in an era when deviation from gender norms could destroy careers and lives. From Christine Jorgensen's pioneering courage to the whispered speculations surrounding established stars, each story reveals how the entertainment industry both created and concealed gender mysteries. Some, like Candy Darling and April Ashley, lived authentically despite enormous risks, becoming underground icons who paved the way for future generations. Others, like Katherine Hepburn and Greta Garbo, embodied gender fluidity through their choices and personas, leaving audiences to wonder about the depths beneath their carefully crafted images. What emerges is a portrait of Hollywood as a place where transformation was not just possible, but necessary, where stars could reinvent themselves completely, sometimes out of artistic vision, sometimes out of survival instinct. These stories blur the lines between truth and speculation, reality and performance, reminding us that in the dream factory of Hollywood, the most compelling mysteries often lie not in what we know for certain, but in what we'll never fully understand. The Golden Age's greatest legacy may be these enduring questions about identity, authenticity, and the courage required to live one's truth in the spotlight. If these hidden Hollywood stories captivated you, share this video with fellow classic film enthusiasts and subscribe for more untold tales from cinema's most secretive era.